close.
Well played, mate. This shot is about 140 yards out. Currently in the lead by a shot. Good sounding strike, that one. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. And back to the play, shall we? Just 3 feet to the cup. That was a gallant attempt. This is a par putt. Lovely touch. Well played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
He's currently tied for first. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Opting for the 6 iron. Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, 2-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players. And that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. Well, that's certainly worth another look.
Now this is how you play a bunker shot.
Yeah, that's some positive momentum now. Right to the top of the leaderboard they go. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Well, that should save them. That one from the sand. Okay, let's get back to the action. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. It's been a bit of a struggle on the greens. Hopefully he can change it here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Looking ahead, this player is currently tied for first in the field, alongside Xander Schauffele. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Wow, what a save.
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Don't know about you, Rich, but I'm getting my palms sweaty in the booth just thinking about this player's position with 9 to play.
Well, keep your hands to yourself. But yes, this player is definitely dialed in at the moment.
One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
Wow, that was handy holding out from there. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
Leading by 3 strokes now. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
And here we are with the third shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Oh my God.
That chip in for eagle works 8 days a week in my book.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich. Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup. This for back-to-back birdies.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
Looking good so far.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Okay, time to return to the action. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Beautiful shot.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Looking at the scoreboard now, and this player is currently in top spot with Ricky Fowler in second. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4, although if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Currently in first position.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
The 16th at Riviera, Rich, is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Wonderfully played. Look like this one's heading to the beach. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Oh, this is sitting pretty. I might have to check to see if they teed this up. It's so nice.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. 16 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
And in it goes. What a shot.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
From around 180 yards out. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's nicely done. This putt for him to win the event. Didn't that look good for a long time? Putting for a par here. Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone. And they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. SK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron player as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots. Time for the second shot into the first. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That should set up another chance. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Or is that the number? And down it goes. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Currently 1 under for the event. Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. there are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week, because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
Oh, that's a bonus.
Fairway bunker shots, toughest in the game, but not for this player, holing it out.
The Englishman Justin Rose, currently leading this tournament, playing nicely on top.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you?
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, almost went in. Second shot here on the third. Well, that'll play, and that will move him up the leaderboard as well. And it's time to recap that play.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that, straight in the hole.
And as we take a look at the standings, this player is currently in first, with Justin Rose second.
Well, there's some real momentum with this player, coming off an eagle at the last. This one should find the rough. Now 4 under par, currently in the lead. Okay, so that's step one, but now going to hold a mid-range putt. Lining up the birdie putt here. Wow, they certainly got out of the right side of bed today.
Setting the tone early in this round.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The fifth hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Luke, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Yes! Hold it! And that will move him to 6 under par. That shot so good, we need to have another look.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee. Well, there's no doubt they'd have some positive vibes coming off that birdie. Let's see if they can keep it rolling.
Pretty good shot there.
Second shot here on the 6th. getting ready to play their third.
Currently leading by 3.
This putt to get to 7 under the card.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? 9 feet to the cup. Hey, that's a chance. Oh, so close.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And there it goes from the sand. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
Did you see that one ricochet off the tree?
Trying to get out of this pine straw here. Might get caught up in the brush here.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Oh, how about that one? And that will take him to 6 under. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that, we've reached the 8th hole. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole. All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
A great shot here at the 8th and a chance for birdie. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. That's some good golf right there. Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than...
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Has to put this one downhill.
Ooh, that almost went down. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 8 under. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Well, after 9, so far, so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
was wonderfully done. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Let's return to live play now.
Second shot here at the 10th.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
That'll be frustrating, inches from making that putt. A par putt on the table.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. He sits in first position. This hole is a par 3. Oh, this one's right down the pipe.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Gee, if this is up, it could be in. Oh, what a ripper from long range.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And back to the course with the live action. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. Looking really good, this one. And down it goes for an eagle. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. Welcome to this hole. That's a par 4.
Feeling good about their game right now, Luke, coming off an eagle at the last. That dog will hunt.
Second shot here on the 13th.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, that's a ripper.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
Moments like that deserve another look.
Well, Luke, I think he's found his distance.
Still in the lead now after that hole. We have a par 4 on this one.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range.
Gotta like their chances from there.
A 7-footer right here.
This is their look at birdie.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. That gets the job done. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Let's get back to it, shall we? Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. And choosing the 8-iron here. Yeah, that one will play. A look to get to 13 under par. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Great touch.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
This one's a par 3. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
And it goes in. Great shot.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
Currently 13 under for the day.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, a massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie. Ooh.
Wow, that's right out of the Gary Player highlight reel. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Second shot here on the 17th hole. Wow, that almost went in the hole. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
That was a beauty. Well, all that hard work, it's time to pay it off. Make this for the tournament. Oh, he chips in for the victory. Well played.
Love it. Nicely holed for eagle.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the magic from the course today.
Thank you, Luke. The pleasure was all mine. I got to see some incredible shots and some not so good stuff, but what a day.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.